Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Civil Canadians. I'm Scotty V and I'm with good old King Kansas. How you doing?
Scotty, I am doing fantastic. Slept like a baby. Did you sleep like a baby?
I slept like a baby.
Excellent. I was kind of a little bit worried about you because, we saw this little movie yesterday.
Little? I think it was a big movie.
Just had a small movie.
We watched Spider-Man Homecoming. We're going to talk about that later.
Exactly.
All right, you're taking the lead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, guys. Well, welcome to a new episode of the Civil Canadians here. In this episode, guys, we're going to kind of make it short and sweet.
Yes.
Because we might look like we're awake and alive. We're going to need our beauty sleep. Trust me, especially the king. Cannot have wrinkles on this aging face of mine. Okay, Scotty? So anyways, guys, the first topic that we're going to talk about in this lovely episode here is, I don't know if you guys heard, Scotty, you probably haven't heard this either. Did you hear about the new Hellboy reboot?
No.
No? So guys, I know you're going to be a little upset like I am. Did you watch the other two at all?
Nope.
No? Well, I watched the first two. If you're expecting a part 3 with Ron Perlman as Hellboy or Benicio, what's his name? What's the director? I don't know, whatever the hell his name is. This is not important. Anyways, he's not coming back. So they're going to reboot this thing, Scott. Apparently the tentative title is called Rise of the Blood Queen.
Okay.
So you can only imagine, you can already see Scotty's like, no, I'm tuning out right now. I'm not going to care. Well, apparently they're going to start filming this thing in the fall.
Okay.
So it has legs. It is legit. They got David Harper. I guess he plays in a little TV show called Stranger Things. I don't know because I never followed it. Apparently he's excited to do it. They're ready to go for it. And the new director as well. He's excited to go, and direct this thing. Mm-hmm. So I think, Scotty, it's going to be decent. I think people are going to be a little upset because it's not the original, people from the first two films, which is okay. And I think for once we might get an R-rated version to this, and it's going to be low budgeted. So since you didn't see the last two Hellboys, you could care less about it. Yeah. So it doesn't get you any attention at all. Did you follow the comic books? Did you hear about it, Scott?
No, I don't like Hellboy. I don't like anything to do with hell.
I was going to say, Scotty keeps away from the devil.
Yeah.
The king?
You don't deal with that. I'm sorry.
He just wants that, whatever.
I want to be with my friend Jesus, okay? I don't want to be with no devil or anything associated with that
Not even
crap.
walk on a little bit on the dark side, Scotty?
Are you crazy? I'm never going to betray my guy.
So, okay, Scotty, you can live, if you have any little small temptations in you, through the king. The king will do it. Just make sure once in a while you bring me back to your side, because the king doesn't want to end up in hell. Trust me, it's too hot down there. King don't like hot weather.
Oh, trust me. It's more than hot weather down there.
Okay, the king doesn't like hot weather. Trust me, I love the coldness. I love cold.
Yeah, so heaven
we live in Canada after all. I don't care. No stereotypes there.
Heaven is the direction. Heaven is the way to go.
There you go. So I think he's right. So, okay, now, since we're going to be getting rid of the devil, let's get rid of this topic.
Thank God.
So now, Scotty, the second thing, because you are, I want you to hear what you have to say about this. Okay, this is going to be final, Scott. We're not going to talk about this topic ever again for the rest of this year, I hope. Unless you guys really piss us off, especially the king. Transformers 5 or The Last Night. Well, what are your final thoughts on this movie and whatever, Scotty?
We're going to be talking about it when the DVD comes out. So we're going to start to talk about it.
That's the only good thing. We're going to get this thing sooner rather than later, which is good.
Okay. So now,
say your final thoughts.
My final thoughts, it was a good Transformers movie, not the best.
Okay.
It's still the better of the franchise.
You still like it all of them?
I
even over part 1 with Sam, with Shia?
When I watched it the second time, I liked it better than the first two.
Oh, Scotty, you're going to get shot for that one, buddy. I don't know, the world's going to hate you, Scotty.
I like it better than the first. The second, I still think the third is the best one.
You still like the third the best?
The third is still the best. Fourth one, it's better than the fourth.
Okay, so you think it's one of the better ones from all of them?
So I still rank it as my number 2.
Okay. For me, Scotty, I'm a little different. Number 1 movie
is still
Transformers. There was no better feeling in the world to see a kid get a car, to get the girl, and there's a twist to it. His car is a bloody Transformers. Sure, was I angry that Bumblebee wasn't his VW, whatever, which we're going to be getting it in the Bumblebee prequel or whatever you want to call it next year. Set in the 80s, I think it was?
70s.
80s? Yeah, 85, I think they were saying. And with the female lead this time, one from Pitch Perfect 3, something Haley Steinfeld, I don't know, whatever. My niece knows who the hell she is. and apparently everybody else does except us too, because
Yep.
we don't follow her music. Still like it. Dark of the Moon, I would have to probably give it right after that. And then this one, the last night, third. It was different take, short, simple, way different. You guys wanted different, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm hoping maybe just like you know what, Michael Bay had his run at this, Scotty. Do you think he should stay on this thing, or should we get a new direction, new everything?
Because of all the hate Transformers last night got, I think it's time for him to leave.
You know, Scotty, and the numbers speak this time. 100 million in how many weeks? 2-3 weeks? 65% drop.
This is the third or second week?
Second. Well, going on the third now.
It's going on the third, and it's still not...
100 million. Just 100 million here, and I think domestically, if they're lucky, 400, 500, they're going to make another one, but not with him.
It was a bomb in North America box office, but overseas it's gonna dominate.
Oh yeah, of course. You know,
the money they make overseas is gonna make them do Transformers 6 or 7.
It's gonna justify them. And it's not. You don't think this negative thing is gonna affect the Bumblebee movie or anything moving forward?
It's gonna make money overseas, and they're gonna make the next Transformers based overseas.
Okay, so you know what? I like it. So guys, that's our final word with Transformers. Good film, not great. A lot of flaws, yes, but not the worst in the franchise.
That's right.
Okay, now, the next topic, Scotty. This little Wonder Woman. Okay? Apparently, Scotty, she has made now more money than all the DC films that are here domestically.
Domestically, yeah.
Okay?
That's good.
So, what do you think about that? Do you think she deserves the number one spot over the other films?
It was a good movie. It was better.
It was an excellent movie.
It was way, way, way better than Batman v Superman. Way, way, way better than Suicide Squad.
Yes, I agree.
Better than Man of Steel. I still think
it's the par. But you know what? We've seen so many Superman movies, Scotty. I think that's why it didn't have that great punch like this movie did. Because first Wonder Woman film ever.
Yeah. Because the only thing we got prior to this movie was just a TV show.
Yeah, with Linda Carter.
And that was like in the 60s, right?
And that was, you know, kind of cheesy, just like, you know, the Adam West Batman thing, but that's what they were going for back in the day, right?
And I'm happy as a female.
She deserves it. Gal Gadot
did good, and this opens the door for Marvel to do their Captain Marvel without being worried.
Exactly, and you know what? Step it up.
Marvel did it on purpose because they knew DC was doing their movie. It's like, okay, let's see how they do it.
Test the waters.
So if they fail, we can fix what they did wrong.
Exactly. They did this, we'll make it better. Because if you notice, Wonder Woman, Scotty, they took elements from Captain America and other films, everything, and they put it all into one. Because they seen what the way they did wrong, and they put in theirs and did it better. Same thing now is going to be, like you said, with Captain Marvel. But yeah, she deserves it. It's still, Scotty, I think globally, it's made $707.9 million.
Yeah, for a month in the theater.
Exactly. It still has a lot of way to go to Batman vs Superman, which made $873 million. So it's close to that, but domestically, it took over. So that's the chatter on Wonder Woman, Scotty. We just wanted to mention, because you know what? We can't wait to see the sequel, and we can't wait to see how Justice League is going to be, and what they're going to do with Batman. So it can step up to Wonder Woman level or status, okay? Okay, Scotty, enough with the Wonder Woman, because we had to mention her. The next topic is going to be Spider-Man Homecoming, Scotty. It opens up officially today, even though we've seen it.
We already saw it.
So we loved it. We agree with the critics pretty much, Scotty. You agree with the critics?
Yeah, for the first time.
We know what to expect because we saw this. What could the fans who haven't seen it yet, without spoiling it, don't ruin it for them because they can watch our spoiler review that drops today. What can they expect to see in this film, like they didn't see before in the other films? You can see if it's better or whatever. I'm leaving it up to you. You're the Spider-Man guy.
If you are a Spider-Man fan of him, like back then when he was in high school and dealing with school problems and all that, you're gonna enjoy.
You're gonna be Okay.
You'll enjoy this movie. The action. The action is good. There's a lot of jokes.
There is that you haven't seen in the trailers.
Oh no, there's a lot of things in the trailers that
didn't ruin much of the movie
anything,
at all, which is good.
But the marketing, which we talked off camera, was well done. So there's a lot of things, a lot of surprises, a lot of what the hell moments that I got one. Did you get one?
Oh, I got several.
There was a few moments where I had to ask him, like, "Are you kidding me? This did not."
Good ones and bad. Let's just say that.
Good and bad ones. Yeah. Overall, this is the Spider-Man movie we've been waiting for since Spider-Man 2.
The storyline's done well. The action's done well, guys. The villain, we finally got a cool villain in the MCU.
One of the top villains.
Yes, none of this little lame duck whatever. There was a purpose and a reason why he was there, and he was pretty much throughout the whole film. Spider-Man had his support, and at the same time, people are worried about Scotty. Oh, Iron Man shows up, he's gonna steal the show.
He wasn't in the movie too much.
No, he didn't. He's in there just to kind of drive along the story. But overall, guys, you guys can expect an amazing, good movie. Scotty V and myself are gonna probably see it twice. Again, in the theaters anyways, which I think you guys are going to enjoy that one, guys. So, anyways, that's all we got to say about Spider-Man. We both think it's going to make its money and more. Scotty says 110. I'm thinking a little higher, maybe about 135, 147 is what I picked in my own videos prior. But go see the damn thing. So now, Scotty, this now leads into our final segment. We had a little debate. We'll see how much we can debate this because I still don't know the answer. So now, from what you saw, how does this rank without the other Spider-Man films? Well, give me your thing and then your reasons without giving any details, because I know it's hard to explain.
Want me to rank them?
Why? Yeah, rank them.
You can put me in a hard spot. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna put Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
First.
Okay. Still first?
Still for Spider-Man 2. I have to watch it again. That might change if I watch Homecoming again.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do Homecoming.
Okay.
And then the first Spider-Man. Then Spider-Man 3. I don't count the Garfields.
So you just delete those, eh?
Those are terrible movies.
Okay, so you know what? Guys, I agree with Scotty's order exactly. Again, I have to see Homecoming again. Because the first time you watch it, you're always excited. You know what? Oh yeah, that movie's the best. Got to settle down and go from there. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of cool parts of this movie that you would understand why Scotty V and myself decided to say, you know what, it's on par with that.
I had a smile on my face throughout the whole movie.
You know what, Scott? I agree with him. And guys, there's not one moment or slow, real moment, even with the slow moments in the film, that you're like, oh my God, they're still talking.
Yeah.
It had perfect flow. The storyline is well written, guys, and it fits in with the rest of the MCU perfectly, is what we're going to say.
Yep. So let's just say this. Sony, you just saved your company. Let's just say that.
You know what?
You got smart. You made a deal with Marvel. You let Marvel have the full creative control.
I agree.
You did smart. Now, if you're getting too cocky and you mess with the sequel, then you're going to get a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The next couple of Spider-Man movies, leave it to Marvel.
That's it. Let them do their thing.
Because after Spider-Man 2, you didn't know what to do.
No, it was all over. And not only that, you meddled too much in the guys who wanted to do the films. Like Sam Raimi would have done a fourth if you didn't force him to put Venom in there.
They started production on the fourth one.
Yeah, I know.
They were a weekend or a month in, whatever.
Yep.
And then Sony just like, okay, forget it. And if they had until 2012 to release a Spider-Man movie, if not, the rights would have relapsed back to Marvel.
And then we got those amazing garbage. You know what? They weren't that bad, but it wasn't Spider-Man that we knew.
They were that bad. The second one was the worst.
Garfield was probably the highlight of the whole thing. Like, I liked him as Peter Parker, but I didn't like him as Spider-Man.
The highlight of the whole franchise of those two movies was the Spider-Man 2 costume.
Yeah, when they went back to the original, like that almost resembled Toby's thing with the little upgrade there, which should have been in the first place.
Now that you think about it, didn't Tom Holland look like Tobey Maguire?
A little bit. That's what I think they're trying to kind of model, the films kind of thing. So I don't know. I liked it overall. Tom Holland, from what we've seen, he is that teenager kid. He looks like a teenager. None of this 30-year-old playing a 60-year-old, which... Yeah, okay, Toby kind of pulled it off, but after the second movie, when he kind of seemed to age a little bit more, it wasn't believable. So, like, this one, you believe. He is that kid from Queens, like, dealing with teenage problems and going from there. So, Scotty, that's what we have to say, guys, I think pretty much in this short and sweet episode of the Civil Canadians. So, Scotty, please take it away and let us leave the thing so we can go watch Spider-Man Homecoming again in the theater.
Alright, so if you guys like this episode of the Civil Canadians, hit a like, share, subscribe. Do check out our Spider-Man Homecoming review.
Yes.
That's going up first, obviously. Check out our own channels, Theater 31 and Scotty V's production. He does little short talks on trailer reactions and other little segments.
Gaming and all that cool stuff. You check that man's site out.
I uploaded 2 recently, Transformers Devastation and Injustice 2 Red Hood gameplay.
Excellent, guys. Check those out, man.
Yep. All right. Until then, see you soon. Be good.
Be good. Scotty, did you sleep in that damn shirt? It's like it's glued to you, like Peter Parker's suit was in that whole entire film. Thank God you don't have any parachutes and stuff, because you'll end up out on the street. You know, I don't want you to get any ideas. Scotty's jumping off the building, you can parachute to safety there, because the king's not going to get off his butt to save you. Let me grab my mic and let's start this damn show, Scotty.
But if you were falling off a plane, I would save you if I was Spider-Man.
Well, if you had the damn suit, I hope so. The king needs to be saved sometimes. Right, Scotty?
Yes, all the time.
Because what did Spidey's uncle used to tell him?
With great power comes great responsibility.
Especially when it involves saving the king's butt from danger. Everybody else can wait.
Yes.
Okay, Scotty.
Okay.
You started and then I'll take over.
Then you have to come.